involved with his cousin. But I would never have thought him capable of...
Has this association been going on for a long time?
Kurnaz has only just begun to gain weight politically, but they could have known each other previously. Kurnaz has always been a man willing to do anything to get what he wants. He might well have encouraged Baran, but the man I once loved would never have... We were even betrothed for a while, and it goes without saying that I would never have accepted a proposal. No. Kurnaz must have tricked him, promising to finance his expedition without speaking of the horrible services he would be forced to provide in return.
Your former fiancé could have found an old tap.
Of course. That's the main reason I'm convinced that he was misled. That letter broke my heart. We parted as friends. I find it hard to believe that he would have fallen into such... But believe me, if we go to Tir Fredi and our paths cross, I will demand he makes a... The fact he used ties with your people to better exploit you makes me see red.
We shall see when the time comes. First, we need to get to Tir Fredi.
That's true. I feel so foolish. We might think we've accumulated all the wisdom of the world, seen it all, grasped human nature. It's still so easy to find oneself surprised. Or should I say, disappointed. I thank you for standing beside me during this sordid affair, and to have...
What's that noise? Get light underground our strength!
I have some items I brought back from my travels.
Hello?
We'll leave you to your...
Good. Potions, concoctions, and coatings.
Is there anybody there?
Scoundrel! Do you...
Sometimes my people drive me to despair. How can one remain deaf to the pleas of a starving man? We should intervene to help him.
The guard was so weak.
We need a key to open this door. I can't do it.
The coat of arms of the Imperialists. The one Zeren spoke about.
This warehouse is most assuredly the one we are looking to find.
We could dress up like workers. No one would notice us that way.
It would be best to tread lightly and escape notice if we want to avoid finding ourselves in a cell again.
Is anyone there? Zeren? I can't do it. Zeren, are you there? Quiet. We don't want to be overheard.
Zeren must be in here somewhere. She'll be out of sight to avoid being spotted by her husband's men.
Why did those idiots have to choose a place this filthy? Ugh! Oh, there you are at last. Fausta, my friend. I'm so happy to see you again. I was so worried. I was informed that you'd been arrested for who knows what reason.
A greatly exaggerated rumor, as you can see.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Zeren, wife to General Kernaz, a man whose path you've crossed under tragic circumstances, which trouble me greatly. He has always been driven by a thirst for power and glory, but he is a mere man-at-arms, which here means little. However, his successes on the battlefield and the confidence of his men have gone to his head. He has become obsessed with a single dream of late: to become emperor of a country that does not yet exist. A folly that, fortunately, few are prepared to accept, unless he is able to find support amongst the population. This he hopes to do by solving the problem of the native uprisings on Tir Fredi, at the expense of Governor Burhan.
I'm sorry to tell you this, madam, but your husband has lost his mind. How does he expect to accomplish such a thing?
Unfortunately, he doesn't tell me everything. You're going to have to find out for yourself, which is why I've asked you to meet me here. He and his supporters use this warehouse occasionally. Find out what he's up to. Gather evidence. I know a representative of Morsinia, someone with influence. I could introduce you. But we'll need...
So all we have to do now is search the place.
Yes. Be quick in any case, because his men could show up at any time. Let me know as soon as you... One last thing. I thought I saw some posters about you. It seems that at least some of you are wanted by the I shall do my best to have the notice cancelled, but it's going to take some... I must leave you.
A list? Most everything on it can be deciphered easily. But this strange abbreviation in the middle could well be what we seek. An order for cloth for uniforms. Nothing out of the ordinary.
This is in no way military material. Ah, I see. This is experimental equipment, and the abbreviations on the list are suddenly making sense. But still, I cannot see how Kurnaz would need any of this.
These steel tools make me think of the ones the doctors or barbers use. But I'm by no means a specialist in the matter.
I think we've seen enough.
Agreed. And now we must consult someone who knows about. One of my good friends fits that description perfectly.
Let's go. Before we're
What a surprise! What are you doing here? You've no business here. This is a Are you thieves of some sort? I would highly advise you to
We are not thieves. We work for the owner of this place.
Really? Well, he may have got permission to use a private warehouse, but that doesn't mean he can... Especially since he's been making us work hard enough as it is. You here to move his materials into the...
Not this time, no. He asked us to bring a crate of fragile things. We dropped it off and now we'll just be on our way. You can be sure that we'll let him know that our presence isn't welcome here.
Very well then. Get going.
Move along there. Oh,
If we want to follow the lead the dockers gave us, it seems that there's an entrance to the sewers not far from here. It's located in a dead end that can be reached by walking up towards the science district. A broken crate that obviously contained glassware. The dockers went this way.
I can't do it.
The remains of a Majida. It must have tried to attack someone who was passing this way. It looks like they put up a good fight. These symbols remind me of something. Ah, yes, I remember. The Nauts use them to mark specific locations or to find their bearings when they're not at sea. Look, the Naut symbols again. We're on the right track.
Another symbol. This is a veritable treasure hunt.
I can't do it.
The tracks end here. This is where the dockers leave their cargo.
I must remain focused.
My armor is ruined.
I need help from someone. I'm wounded.
The enemy is here! The enemy is here! Attack!
I need healing.
You require treatment. You're wounded.
These are the city's ancient baths. They date back to the time of the Astrians, who built a city here. The city we see today was built on top of it.
Look out. Guards.
Who's there? Who's there? May the enlightened grant us strength!
place. It looks like they've got an entire military camp here. I swear, I've never heard anything about it. Kurnaz sure knows how to keep a secret.
You do your best not to wander into the cabins. They're crawling with Machidas. They don't appreciate being bothered.
This wall must have been built by the soldiers to protect the camp. But from what?
We shouldn't stay here. The noise will have alerted the soldiers. What is this enormous lizard? It looks like they were preparing to dissect it.
They study everything that comes from our island. Creatures and humans alike. And they slaughter them.
Who are you, and what are you doing here?
It doesn't matter who we are. We've come to get proof and explanations about what you're up to here.
I don't see how what we do is any of your business. Now leave, before I call the guards.
What are you researching?
We're studying several diseases, but I can't imagine you'd understand anything about it.
Why are you working for Kurnaz in this underground place, hidden away from everyone's eyes?
Let's just say the General was very persuasive. With this laboratory, he gave me the perfect conditions to pursue my research, and as many subjects as I needed for my experiments. What we discover here will change the world. So who needs daylight and the public eye?
You're using my people to guard. They die in a...
What are the lives of a few savages compared with progress for all of humanity? With the advancement of knowledge? Don't be ridiculous.
I can't let you do this. What you're doing here is horrible.
If you think I'm intimidated...
The enemy is here! Attack! again. When will they learn?
I need healing! We've lost one of ours! I must remain... focused!
My armor is ruined.
We've lost one of ours! I must remain focused! We've lost one of ours! I must remain focused! We've lost one of ours! Healing! We've lost one of ours! I must remain focused!
Heal yourself. You're wounded.
Show them what we're made of! Armor is broken!
What are you doing here?
We are here to free my...
Oh, the General gave us resources. It's for peace. There are some experiments.
How dare you? You're like cruel...
Oh, see? We can't let you go back to town.
Intruders! Watch out! Let's show them what we're made of!
I'd best vanish into the shadows.
Who are you?
Vanish into the shadows.
We've lost one of ours! I must remain focused!
armor is ruined.
Useless now! I need it! We've lost one of ours! I must remain focused!
The scientists kept copious notes and charts. The lack of empathy they bear towards your people is terrifying.
This is just what we needed.
The door must have closed behind us, so we can't go back this way.
So, you're the... My men are in need of some serious... And how considerate of you to have come all this way. I understand your impatience to serve science. And look who we have here. Till the deserter. The weakling who took refuge with our enemies to protect himself from the consequences of his cowardice. But enough gossiping. Guards, take them. Our scientists will be happy to have a few new subjects for their experiments.
You think we're just going to give up?
On the muskets! Now you should. Remain focused. My order is broken.
Is everyone all right?
Blessed be the enlightened. I was truly convinced we would have to lay down our weapons.
Since everyone is safe and sound, I think it would be wise to get going, and fast. We won't be able to hold off forever against another...
We need a key to open this door.
May the wind be blessed to have brought...
I don't have the key. This door is locked.
Adlor Hedar, thank you, brother. So many of our own were taken inside the building. Never without the help of you and your strange friends.
We must leave this place without delay. Follow us.
We will be right behind.
We're finally out of that hellhole.
Thank you. It's that, but we're not really safe, are we?
We've been there too. We've got to get you out of town first.
Why not ask Ludwig's friends? They've been very helpful, and I'm sure they'll be able to keep them safe.
Well, we'll find a solution. Stay here. We'll come back for you as soon as possible.
Who's there? Sound the alert!
Show them what we're made of!
I'd best back.
Watch out! You're wounded!
May the enlightened be with you.
We've lost one of ours! I must remain... I need help from someone! I'm wounded! What? I need help from someone! I'm wounded! I need help from someone! I'm wounded! Watch out! You're wounded! I need help from someone! I'm wounded! Watch out! You're wounded! I'm hurt! Watch out! You're wounded! I need healing!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm always...
These are the... You can trust them. They're Ludwig's friends.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your...
Well?
Yes. We discovered a gigantic site under Rasili's laboratory.
Imagine that.
There were a great many soldiers, but also a place where
How horrible. And these experiments were done...
Yes. We found letters that make a direct reference to him, as well as scientific research documents. But following trucks into the sewers, we stumbled upon a passage guarded by soldiers. It led to a building constructed in an underground cave. Inside the building, they carried out These are research documents that we found in the laboratory. None of us understand what they mean.
May I take a look? Can. I suppose that you would be far more able to understand what the...
If I could help you, it would be with pleasure. But I'm going to need some time to decode all of this.
We'd better let him work in peace. You should come...
I would prefer to wait here.
Of course.
I'm going to use the time to send a message to Zerin and set up a meeting in a few hours. She'll be waiting to hear news of...
Excellent idea.
Here are your documents and our explanatory notes. What you've discovered is terrifying.
We thought as much. But what exactly is it?
This research is inhumane. It violates the code of ethics that is the very foundation of medicine. It has only one goal: to spread death.
The scientists behind this research studied a number of contagious diseases in order to selectively infect and eliminate your people. They chose smallpox as the perfect candidate.
Smallpox?
It's a terrible, often fatal disease that causes a high fever and vomiting. Its most recognizable symptom is the rash and blisters it causes to form all over the body.
That's what killed Sheda.
I'm sorry for your friend, and I'm appalled that a project like that could ever have seen the light of day. The disease is so contagious that even fabric that has been in contact with someone who is sick can spread it. Since your people seem to be more sensitive to this disease than us, and you haven't been inoculated against it like we have, you can imagine what will happen.
We must stop this project at all costs. Let's hope Zerin's contact is convinced by this evidence and can help us. Why was Sheda the only one of us to die?
You told us you were inoculated. I think the scientists on the ship wanted to see if this method would work on your people as well. You're living proof that it does. Your friend, on the other hand, must not have received the same treatment.
Thank you for helping us understand this research.
I truly hope that you will be able to stop this project from being implemented. It's an abomination.
We'll leave you to your research.
Goodbye. Please feel free to come back anytime you need help.
Let's go to the rendezvous point, where Zeren will be waiting for us.
And I'm glad to see you're safe and sound. Were you able to find out what he's plotting? Did you gather
Yes. Your husband has scientists carrying out experiments on my people under the greatest secrecy. They discovered that we are more susceptible to smallpox than you are. They intend to use it to selectively eliminate us. Their aim is to conquer our island without having to fight.
How awful.
Yes. We have research documents. Accounts of experiments that were translated, as it were, by some scholars we know.
Excellent. When I received your message, I immediately sent word to one of my He's a level-headed man, well-versed in diplomacy, who will know how to put an end to this map. Here's a pass that will get you to the embassy in the military district. Go and see him as soon as you can. I don't want my husband to know that I'm helping you. It's far too risky. One last thing. I pulled some strings, and you should be able to get around town without any trouble. But let me know if you need my help.
Goodbye, Zeren.
It's a play.
Really use a hand. Thank you for...
What do you...
I'm not sure I can tell you.
I no longer work for this city, nor this country.
I have to escape. It would be more than my neck is worth to stay here. I'd end up swinging from a rope. I can't escape alone.
Why were you arrested?
Your accent. You're not from here, are you? I'm surprised that you're not wallowing in a cell.
I'm not. It's true. In fact, I am of the Duton people. But that's not why I was captured. I got caught because of my eye smuggle. It's a bit odd. Normally, I'm the one who helps others escape and avoid.
I see. We're...
In that case, they must have... Please don't...
We'll see what...
Well, don't wait too long.
His situation reminds me of my own. Without Sybil and the others, I would probably be swinging from the end of a rope or worse.
Let's see what we can do to get him out of there.
What's he... Go ahead, I'm listening.
You're...
We won't get... Hold on.
Our man hasn't... In exchange for a hefty bit of...
Well, but...
I doubt he wants to hang around here.
You're free. And you can thank your benefactor.
He's right.
Thank you.
Be more careful in...
I shall repay...
May the Enlightened be with me. I sense that my hour...
Watch out! You're wounded!
I'd best vanish into the shadows.
I need help from someone! We've lost one of ours! I must remain focused. I'm hurt! I need healing! I need healing! I need healing! I need help from someone! I'm wounded! We've lost one of ours! I must remain focused!
Must you be so stupid? How could you make such a blunder?
I don't know, Mum. I'm sorry, Mum.
Why in the world do I have to...
I can't do it.
Go on! Look for it, you little imbecile! Before some thief gets his hands on it. Yes, Mum. No.
We could help that poor girl. I feel sorry for her. You? Yes, you. Ha. You. Up.
I don't know the city that well, and this market even less so.
Don't worry. If somebody hasn't already picked it up, the necklace can't be far.
That woman's perfume is really strong.
It's true. Hiya. Hello?
My necklaces are precious. It's a... Capes, shirts, and pants. I have clothes for all trades.
Everything to become the
Welcome.
I can't do it.
Hello?
This is the Morsinian embassy. Only authorized persons are allowed to enter.
It just so happens that we have a pass to meet with the ambassador.
This document seems to be in order. You may enter.
Your Excellence, it is an honor to meet you.
An islander from Tier Freddy. Forgive me, but I must admit I found it hard to believe Zeren's missive. Your people are so poorly represented here in diplomatic affairs. It is a true pleasure to meet you. There's so much I'd like to know about your island. But of course, my questions can wait. I believe you had a pressing matter you wished to discuss with me.
Indeed. We'd like to speak with you about General Kurnas. You should know that he is the reason for our presence here, as he had us abducted by his men in order to conduct experiments on us. One of our friends died at their hands, so we are direct witnesses to his actions, which furthered our desire to find out more. With the help of our friends from the continent, we investigated and discovered that he was conducting research in a secret laboratory.
A secret laboratory? Here, in Alima?
Yes, in the caves beneath Dr. Rasili's abandoned laboratory.
I've heard about this, but I thought they were just rumors.
There, we found a whole group of my people who were kept locked up in cages to serve as guinea pigs for experiments. Death awaited them all.
What you're telling me is awful. But what sort of experiments could he be doing? Kurnas is a general, not a scientist.
We recovered the research notes and had them translated and summarized by other scholars. Look, you can see for yourself.
It's abominable. What absurd reason could have inspired him to take on this horrific project? I know our relations with the chiefs on your island can sometimes be challenging, but that's no reason to eliminate an entire people.
Apparently, he hopes to win enough popularity to be crowned Emperor. But Zeren could probably tell you more about that.
I'd heard of this imperialist faction, but I admit I didn't pay much mind to it. What madness! An empire! Morsinia and Thraxis would never agree to such a thing. The only thing they would do is precipitate the breakup of the Alliance. Rest assured that I will share these documents with the Al-Sad Assembly, and I have no doubt they will be just as horrified as I am. However, I strongly recommend that you also take action as well. The Assembly is powerful, but it is slow to act. You will have to do everything in your power to keep your people from being contaminated before the Assembly begins to move.
Thank you for your counsel and your support.
It's the least I can do.
Thank you for having us. We're leaving.
It was a pleasure.
Desert Arm. Hello.
What is it? See you.
I want you to know how guilty I feel for involving you in such a dangerous affair. I was so naive. I was hoping to find help and support from someone I greatly respect. But all I did was get you caught up with Baran. Some people are frightfully venal. It shocks and disappoints me. I hope you'll forgive me.
I need to go.
Of
What we discovered. Oh.
These Renoixe who think they are wise are but murderers. Monsters with no conscience. How can they imagine that eradicating an entire people by making them sick is normal?
Well, do you finally have time to help me track down this merchant?
I'm sorry we've had so many other things to deal with, but I agree with you. We must find the Black Orcs.
Thank you, Vridengar. We can't just stand by and let our people suffer. We must do something about it. We are sages.
The hardest part will be finding this woman, since this continent is so much vaster than our island.
But there can't be that many women who buy and sell people in this land. Our companions born in this place might have an idea. Someone must know how to find her. You know how to speak to them. I beg you. Let's find her and save the Alks. We couldn't do anything to save Sheda. And I don't want any more of our people to die because we weren't able to do anything.
I understand. Let's find her and the survivors of the Black Alk clan. I sometimes wonder if our role as Donegada still makes sense here. You, who are always so committed to our duties. What do you think?
How can we not doubt? We have been thrown so far from the earth to which we are bound. But I believe that our duty to our people is still important. Look at what we discovered in this lab. Thanks to this discovery, we can intervene before our people suffer. It's a continuation of what we've learned, don't you think?
You're right. I should first and foremost focus on what we are able to do for our people. And it is true that here we can act on their behalf.
Of course I'm right. I'm teasing you.
Sometimes I doubt too, you know. But there are things we can do here. So many of the misfortunes lying in wait for our people emanate from this continent. There's enough to continue to fulfill our role for a long time, even away from our island.
See you later.
Boy.
I wanted to tell you that what we discovered in that laboratory disgusts me. Just as much as it does you. Using a disease to decimate an entire people is despicable. It is unworthy of a general, and even more so of a nation.
Do you know where we can find Iqbal? The slave trader who bought the members of the Black Alk clan?
I don't know her, and I wouldn't know where to find her. But there are probably some guards in Alima who know more about it than I do. A woman like that once had to hire the coin guard for protection. Some of our people have little regard for morals. But as long as we're wanted in town, we can't go and question them. I'm sorry I don't have a better lead.
Well, you've given us an idea at least. That's something. Thank you. What can you tell me about the Coin Guard?
It's a guild of mercenaries. It was created after the War of Independence of the Free Cities. Many people had fought and didn't know how to do much else. So they went and joined this guild, and they started to sell their services to other nations. And from generation to generation, men and women kept on joining up. Our reputation is our pride. We are employed by both sides of conflicts between warring countries. It's common to confront other members of the guild on the battlefield. Brother killing sister, and vice versa in the name of foreign nations. We are pawns on the chessboard, but without us, Battles and victories wouldn't be possible.
Good boy.
Seized.
Yes?
Do you know Iqbal? The slave trader who sold some members of the Black Olg clan?
Darling, I don't keep company with people of her ilk. I think I heard it in my uncle's I'm sad and ashamed about it. But some of Peren's nobles love the idea of owning enslaved people.
Do you think your uncle might know her?
Personally? Certainly not. But I'm absolutely certain he knows of her existence. And he probably keeps an eye on her when she comes to Peren.
Could he help us find her?
Only if she's in Peren right now, which is unlikely. But we probably don't need to go that far to find out more about her. I can think of someone who might be able to help.
Who?
Though I haven't met her myself, I've heard tell of a merchant who specializes in the sale of goods that are not entirely lawful. Her name is Deria, and her business may have led her to hear of a slave trader. She runs her shop on the port of Alima after dark.
Thank you for this lead. Let's talk about...
Always at your...
Hello.
Do you know where we could locate that infamous slave trader?
I don't associate with that kind of person, as you can imagine. But I may know someone who could help us find her.
I'm listening.
I know a merchant who is involved in smuggling. She might know where to find a slave trader. She does her business in the port of Alima at nightfall. Be prepared to pay. That kind of person never does anything for free.
Sybil already suggested I talk.
Oh.
Yes? See you.
Have you come?
I need to go.
I don't have all the details. Unfortunately, our message was short, but she told me that the reason my mother, Estrella, died in that storm was because it was after she had to sink a ship on my father's orders, just off the coast, not far from Esquiara.
I'm sorry, Alvida.
Yes. It breaks my heart. I want to understand. I want to know why my knots are not pirates. Our ships are armed, but they're armed to fight back in the event there had to be something aboard that ship to justify sinking it. Maybe something... I'd like to go back to Esquiara to try to...
Sadly, as you can see, I'm pretty busy at the moment. We can...
Yes, no problem.
I won't bother you any longer.
Don't worry. These are the arid shores of Time.
That infamous smuggler should be here, right?
She only comes at night.
Let's wait for her in the...
I have some items I bought
Come
back from
on,
my travels.
come and taste my
Take a
steel.
look at them.
Find the merchant. Where could she be hiding?
Slavers know that they are not much loved.
We are looking for a woman. A slave trader named Iqbal.
So she dabbles in the slave trade too. What scum. But if half of what she brags about is true, nothing would surprise me anymore. I can get it for you, anything you want, anything. I guess that even includes slaves. Ugh, some people have no morals. But may I ask why you've come to find me? I'm just an honest merchant.
Let's just say there are rumors running about the port. You're said to be a very well-informed woman.
I see. I'm going to have to give at least a few people a real ear-bashing if I understand correctly. I've got nothing against new customers, but I'd just as soon keep my business discreet. I do know where you can find Iqbal. May the Malikor take her. She's my competition. She's doing so well that my coffers are almost empty. If you see what I mean.
We're actually looking for... They were thrown...
Your story.
Here you go.
Thank you for supporting your local businesswoman. But don't mention me to anyone. And especially don't say that I'm the one who gave you the information. Iqbal owns a house on the north side of the district. I could show you where on your map if you like.
Thank you. We'll leave you to...
Goodbye.
Since Iqbal is so elusive, we should instead look for the partner we heard about.
Do you remember what they said? We shouldn't trust him.
It's usually you who trusts Renaikse, not me. But we have no choice. We have been going around in circles for too long.
Doesn't look like she's here. Oh, Captain Bobia. He really wanted to see that one.
What does the guard want? What's he doing here?
I have no idea.
She's obviously not at home. But I can make out some slender footprints. Probably a woman's. We could follow them.
Iqbal! Are you there? Come on, Iqbal! Open up!
I can't do it.
Iqbal! It's the guard! I have to talk to you!
I can't do it.
The tracks lead to the sewers. She must have heard the guard and sought refuge there.
Let's go. Hopefully she's not far ahead.
What was that? What was that?
May the shadows crush you!
The tracks lead towards this tunnel on the right.
There she is! It's her!
Leave me alone! What do you want with me?
She's certainly sprightly. We have to follow her quickly if we don't want her to escape.
She closed the gate!
Please! Whatever I may have done, I don't deserve this treatment! Leave me alone! I'm begging you! Let me go!
Army of muskets! The enemy is here!
There she is! Armor is broken! Leon's wench attack us.
May the shadows crush you!
Now I'm going to have to buy some new armor.
Thank you for saving me, but I wouldn't have been in this situation if you hadn't pursued me here.
You didn't have to run. All we want to know is what you've done with the Black Ulks. To whom did you sell them?
I don't understand a single word of what you're saying. What is a Black Ulk?
A Black Ulk is a person, a member of an island clan, a Tir Fradian, like the other slaves you sold.
What are you talking about? I never sold slaves, although I may have promised some. That's it. I promised you slaves.
Let's start from the beginning. We're looking for a slave trader named Iqbal who bought a group of slaves from the prison. Is it you?
My name is Iqbal, but I'm not the one you're looking for. Oh, it's a relief, mind you. In fact, I sell dreams, in a way. People are looking for things. I promise to find them for them, in exchange for a decent amount of money. And adios. They never see me again. I assure you that I have never sold anyone. Besides, I find the slave trade quite immoral.
To think that we did all this for nothing. And in the meantime, the real Iqbal is still out there somewhere.
I'm sorry, Nilan. I really thought she was the right person. We followed the strongest lead we had.
I disagree. We could have done better. You wasted so much time on pointless discussions with people who see us as no more than animals, and who do nothing but lie to us.
Calm down, Nilan. Losing your cool and bickering won't help us find the Black Ulks any faster.
Maybe, but there is no way I'm going to just follow you around while you chat with everyone. Since Iqbal is nowhere to be found, let's find our associate. He's looking for her, just like we are. And he has the advantage of knowing her well.
Fine. If you think it's the right thing to do. Let's get out of here. I need some fresh air.
Is there anybody?
Last bit of action.
Let's show them what we're made of!
Two islanders? Yeah, must be. I heard that a group of people were looking for Iqbal.
Why ask us that?
Are you Qadir? Iqbal's former...
Indeed. Now, could you tell me why you've asked half the town about Iqbal?
We're looking for her because she bought several of our people. Members of the Black Ulk clan, who were taken by force and brought to this island.
We must question her. Only she knows to whom they were sold and where we might find them.
I see. I happen to be looking for her too, as you obviously seem to know. She owes me an explanation after what happened. I considered finding her and ambushing her, because whenever I approach her, she flees. I know where she's going next. She has to go through the Esquiara region and take the road that passes over a bridge just outside the ruins. I'm going to blow up the bridge to block her escape. Then she'll have no other choice but to answer our questions. So, what do you say? Are you in?
You seem to have everything worked out. Why ask us to help you?
She has surrounded herself with guards who will not hesitate to kill me if I come alone. If we come out in force, she'll have to listen to us.
We can't afford to attack her. We must glean information from her.
Rest assured, it's just a matter of intimidating her and sobering up her guards. So, what do you say?
It seems risky.
Bridengar, she's as slippery as an eel. This ambush may be... We agree to follow your plan.
Come to the rendezvous point with explosives. For the rest, you...
We'll find some.
I'm going to set off to...
We'll be on time. At last, a solid lead. A plan to find this woman. We can save the Black Arks, Bridengar.
This man does seem to know her well.
I knew from the start that this associate would be the best way to get to her.
A word of caution, however. This man is as crooked as a dog's hind leg. Things could go very wrong.
You're suspicious? Very well. But it's not your people who are being kidnapped, sold, tortured and threatened. We've wasted enough time talking already. Let's...
Well, that took...
I thought there were people in this camp.
I sent them off. Do you have the explode?
We brought everything we need.
Perfect. Plant them on the bridge. We'll blow it up as soon as it... In the meantime, I have...
We're pretty fast, you know. What should we do once we've planted the explosives?
Wait. According to my calculations, Iqbal will arrive at nightfall.
You don't seem convinced.
What gave you that idea? I'm having the time of my life. It's the first time I've blown up a bridge. I admit that I find it a bit extreme that we're doing it just to question someone. But who am I to judge?
As far as I'm concerned, it's that man I really don't like. I don't trust him one bit.
Stop being such a pessimist. We'll finally be able to talk to Iqbal. And that's all that matters.
I think we've placed everything properly. There you go. Everything is set.
I've finished my part. All we have to do is hide. Behind these rocks, maybe. So she doesn't see us when she gets here. She should arrive when it gets dark.
Come on, Vridengar. Let's go hide.
The bridge was destroyed. She can no longer flee this way.
I hope Iqbal will get here soon.
One thing is for sure. If we want to have the element of surprise, we best keep quiet from now on.
Is that her?
Attack!
Kadir, wait!
Show them what we're made of!
Protect Greedfall!
have crossed me as well. You're going to pay for your betrayal.
But you never right.
You never should have crossed me, Iqbal. I'm not the forgiving type.
No! Traitor! Lawyer! Why? Why did you kill her? She was the only one who could tell us where to find the Black Orcs!
I don't give a damn about your Black Elves and your little investigations. You've been useful so far, but now...
What we're made of!
Now I'm going to have to buy a new armor.
May the shadows crush you!
She's dead. And with her, all my hopes of saving our people. Why did he have to betray us?
Our friends warned you that you ought to be wary of that man. They know the Renoig say better than we do. We should have listened to them.
It's true. I was arrogant. I was so sure. It's all my fault. I constantly put it...
You often show impulsiveness, but to say that you're dangerous...
No! You don't understand, Friedenger. Wherever I go, I sow death. That's why I was so intent on saving them.
What are you talking about?
The death of Toflan, of Sheda, our abduction. It's all my fault.
How could you be to blame?
I spoke to Arenaxe a few days before the ritual. Yes, I know. But he looked friendly. He smiled and asked questions that I thought were innocent. I trusted him, Friedenger. Me! I trusted him. And told him that we were the future Donegada of the village. I was so proud. And like a fool, I told him where the ritual was to take place. And that we'd be alone with our master. Everything he needed to know to prepare the ambush we fell into.
You are naive. But you didn't attack us, or throw us into that ship, or kill Sheda. Nor are you responsible for capturing the Black Orcs.
I'm sorry, Friedenger. You must hate me now. But you understand, why it's so important that we find the Black Arcs. It's too late to help Sheda, to help Toflan, but we can save them. You understand? I have to save them.
We will save them, Nilan. Come, let's go and search her body. All may not be lost. Look, Nilan.
Can you read any of it?
The paper is soaked in blood. I can't read it all, Nilan. There may be a way to recover the damaged part, but would any of you know how to get these stains off so we can decipher the rest of the document?
Sorry, that's not in my skill set.
I'll do that. Safia, would you know how to retrieve the information from this paper, despite the bloodstains?
A friend of mine knows all the scholars of Alima. One of them will know how to do it. I'll have it brought to her, and she'll contact us when they've deciphered it.
Thank you, Safia. We really need to find out what this document holds.
Friedenger? You still wish to... I don't know how you could forgive me when...
See you later.
Boy,